You guys don't miss a thing, do you? I know you guys are watching those videos and they're kind of real time and you're like, but what about this and what about that? All right, so one thing you guys have to remember is that when you're borrowing people's time, right? When you're having friends help out and you're really needing the muscle, right? The extra hands on the job. Then when you're doing the work as the team, you have to do the work that requires the team, right? Does that make sense, guys? So, yes, we have joist hangers in. You can probably see a couple right here. See joist hangers, boop, 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 boop. This is on the beam that's holding up the mudroom floor that you guys saw in the last video. So we have our joist hangers all hanging up. And here's our 6 mil plastic, okay? So if you guys are gonna do a crawl space, underneath your log home or whatever kind of building you're going to build, you're going to want to keep that moisture from slipping up, okay? Now in our log cabin, I put down the 6 mil plastic and then I put down some gravel on top of that. We've been here for like 10 years. The gravel costs money and I haven't really seen the benefit of having the gravel in there, okay? You don't really go in the crawl space that much. It's not really an ideal place for you to store things. It can work. You can use some Rubbermaid totes and stuff like that, stuff that seals real good, and you can put those underneath there, and none of that stuff will require gravel. So in this instance, to save the money, we're gonna put the 6 mil plastic down, and we're gonna run it up the wall. So I'll show you guys how all that goes, because while Jerry and myself are gonna be working on the deck upstairs, Grant, my son, and my grandson are here today, and they're going to be working in the crawl space because they got to pay their dues because they're smaller, and we're going to be working on the floor upstairs. So right now Jerry is cutting up some supports. Another question you guys were asking about was the cross bracing in between the floor joists, okay? And there are some spaces where you'll need to do the cross spacing, especially where we have interior walls, okay? So we'll do some cross bracing in here and we'll show you guys how that looks in a second. But yes, you'll put that in too. But remember, the name of the game when you have someone around your place is getting the most work done that requires extra hands. Okay, I can put the plastic down, I can hang joist hangers, I can put in the braces, you know, all that stuff is kind of a solo setup, right? But to hang all these joists, to lay all this out, and to put that decking on is what we're going to be doing in this video. You know, it's going to require some muscles and you know, a couple extra hands. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Keep leaving those comments. We're reading them every day and we're trying to answer your questions as we go along. And don't forget, every piece of wood that you see in this whole video is all provided with the log home kit, okay? And the link is down below. If you guys want to leave the city and be like mom, that could be a real good place to start. And then when you get property, if you're looking for property, just make sure you're buying property that has no restrictions, no regulations, no permits, no building codes. And I have full confidence that you're smart enough to build a home that will last several generations, okay? So let's get on with it. I just wanted to give you guys a look underneath here. If you got any questions more about, oh, one more thing I forgot to show you. Come over here. I almost forgot to show you this one. Not everybody was asking, but a few people caught it. But we have to secure these posts on the bottom so they don't kick out off of this pad, right? So now we got our nice little bracket holders in here, okay? All right. Whew. Let's get busy on today's build. Ready?
To occupy some time with.
These boards are weighing about 90-something pounds a piece, Jerry said.
Sounds big, ready for the fire.
Oh, and it's windy too.
Gotta go red like a sail.
Yeah. Yeah. Have to go get the skid steer. Throw them on there and work off of that.
That would be nice.
Huh?
That would be nice.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm no dummy. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, we'll get that kid on it. Back under the crawl space, I went and got that skid steer. We were loading those sheets are about 100 pounds a piece, like you heard me say, and we were loading them by hand there from the trailer, and I was like, I'm gonna go get the skid steer. So I brought that down, but I wanted to show you guys I have Hunter underneath the house. He's helping out too. Now that's the grandson of me. That's the great grandson. We have 3 generations out here working on grandma's house. And here, I'll let Hunter tell you what he's doing. What are you doing?
I'm knocking down the ties.
Oh, they can't hear you. What?
I'm knocking down the ties so that way Grandpa can put the plastic.
All right. Where's your bucket? You need your bucket so you can put that stuff in.
I'll go grab it.
Now I know it's not your first time with a caulk gun. We're gonna run that glue along there, and then we put that board on there, and then it's tongue and groove, and then we nail it down, and no squeaky floors. How's your work coming along, Hunter? Are you almost done? Man, there's stuff going around everywhere. I keep trying to keep you guys up to date what's going on here. All right, look at this. What's happening here is we got this first row of plywood stuff on right there, and we're a little out of whack on our base, so to speak. So we're gonna undo a couple of the rafters there, the floor joists, and then we're gonna move it over, and then that'll square it up. And you wanna make sure that you're square right off the bat, because that sets the tone for your whole building. This is the most important part, right? Make sure your floor is square, and then my first course of logs has to be dead on square, and then from there it's gonna be brrrr. So this is one of the slowest parts, squaring up the deck yesterday with the sill plates and getting that figured out, getting the deck part of this figured out, and now putting the sheeting on. You know, once you get that done though, this is gonna go clickety, 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 clickety! insurance clearance. Good. That's some straight hillbilly engineering right there. Come on. We'll get her done. Yeah, it looks good now. I mean, it's just a little. But once we get it in there, nail her down. Real nice. Right there, isn't it?
That looks a whole lot better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little bit of sawzall.
Welcome, Dano.
I think Grant was thinking the day was over.
We're just getting this party started.
Straightening this whole building 2 inches.
Man, glue her down.
Gonna cut the other half?
Keep this train moving. Just overhang it and cut it later.
What we about that one? Just the other half.
Well, go get it cut. Either way, you're going to need another half here or there anyway. Just wasting legs. Knock yourself out. Half cuts going all over the place.
Hey,
Yeah?
I actually need your hands over here.
Okay.
There, behind you. We are moving right along. Moving right along. So, Hunter, what do you think about all this?
I think it's crazy that we've already done all this.
Yeah, we're moving right
In
along.
only like 12
Just since
days.
you've been here, yeah. Well, just look what we've done today.
Yeah. We already put some more floor in.
Yeah. We're moving right along, moving right along. Break for grab some food real quick. We ate really late yesterday, and today we ate late because we're really getting this done. And today I think it was like 58 degrees. Some say 62, but it was definitely in the upper 50s. Tonight they're calling for 19 degrees overnight, and tomorrow's high is going to be like 20. So now you can see, like, Jerry's got on his hat and Grant threw on his jacket. Everybody's got more clothes on. I'm buttoning up right now myself. So I'm gonna get my jacket on. And we got about 20 more sheets of this flooring to put down. And then Mom's floor is all down on day 11. Day 11 of the log cabin build for Mom. She's leaving the city. In case you're new to this channel, we're bringing our mom out of the city and we're building her a log home here on the homestead. And we're building it for her right now. We're going to show you guys the whole process. So you can maybe, you know, be like Mom, leave the city and build your own log cabin. We've got a link down below if you want to check out the log cabins, and we're just going to get this floor done.
Toes in your heels was holding it tight. Thought I was on that. Yeah, you don't try to hit that thing. As long as we're staying straight now, we just measure it. No, we're okay. Good, I'm just gonna. This groove was cracked. Maybe the other one had a groove too. I couldn't get it in. Who's in charge of nails?
Nails,
You. Oh, I got no nails. Everybody's moving that cattle. Cattle's on the move. There's a horse.